You're in the mix.
SKM presents Strictly for the Music Podcast. You are now live with the #1 podcast for all upcoming artists worldwide.
It's the real deal.
We're going to get into the nitty gritty, man. I just want to tell you, man, appreciate you coming on the podcast. It's going to be a banger, and you're starting it off with a banger, man, because I don't know how many people know you in the Midwest, but after this interview, people going to know you, big dog, all right?
Yeah, that's what's up. Thank you. I appreciate you.
Likewise. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode. This is Strictly for the Music Podcast. I'm your host, DJ SKN, and that's just a guy live and direct. He grew up with a household of music, enjoyed 90s hip-hop music, main influence, Redman. He started taking music serious when he heard his older friends try and be making hip-hop music. Debut release, Grasshopper. With no further ado, let's introduce to you, Diaz.
Thank you for having me on.
Hey man, I appreciate you coming on the podcast. Like I said, man, it's a blessing to have you on this platform, man. You have a long history of music, man, and not only that, you have some more good stuff that we're gonna get into. But let's get into this interview, man.
No doubt.
Describe your music to the audience, big dog.
All right. Well, the music is pretty versatile hip hop. I mean, I came up from like a boom bap. I came up doing boom bap, which is like the old school 90s type hip hop. And I as well now do like contemporary hip hop because I'm trying to like cater to everybody. I'm trying to cater to all age ranges, whether it's the new generation and then also the old heads. I just like want to make good hip hop music that's just gonna cater to everybody. I make sure the content is real. I make sure I want to resonate with the people. And from here, I just want to build on up like my brand and my music. And I just kind of like make it, I want to like make it like universal. Like I want to make my music universally felt, you know what I mean? And just like produce, you know, content that's fire, bro. And just for mainly just the people to relate to and can listen to day to day. You know what I mean?
Absolutely, man. So, let me ask you this, man. Growing up with a household of music, what was the music that sparked your interest into loving music, man?
What was the music? Well, I mean, I came up in old household music. Like when I was young, I kind of like started out listening to like Michael Jackson. You know what I mean? And then I was also like I was into hip hop hella young too. Like I said, like a lot of my influences were like Redman and like Wu-Tang. And my mom played music too. She played jazz piano. So I grew up in a house full of jazz too. So it was like everything, you know what I mean? And then also my brother, he was in the hardcore scene too. That influence on me. I basically had like a lot, you know what I mean? Primarily like hip hop, old school pop, jazz, and hardcore. And some R&B too.
That's dope, man. What sparked your interest idolizing Michael Jackson, man?
Oh man, Michael Jackson primarily because his presentation, like his music was fire, and I can always tell like he cares so much about his music. You know what I mean? Like he put so much effort into it, and like his music video presentations, they were like short movies. You know what I mean? Like everybody's seen Thriller and all that. Like his presentation, his performance, and his music, just like everything about him was A1. Like I really rock with Michael Jackson. Like he like blew my mind away. You know what I mean? He was like the first artist who like really blew my mind away.
That's dope, man. That's dope. All right, man. Let me ask you this, man.
Yeah.
Your first. I mean, I know you had other gigs before your solo, but I don't want to focus on your solo right now.
Sure.
Your debut single, man, Grasshopper. What was the feeling and what was the emotion you were going through at the time, man?
Oh man. Well, it was all like I recorded like a bunch of songs in the span of like 2 years. And then what I did was I like chalked it down to like the songs that I felt was the most received from like, you know, the people around me before I put the project out. But I went through a whole lot of emotions. I'd say the main thing that I went through was spiritual warfare. And that's always being tied between good and evil, like always trying to do the right thing, but like, you know what I mean, like my bad habits or like my haunted past or whatever, or my, you know, temperament gets in the way. But I'm always trying my best to be level-headed. So a lot of the music in there is like real introspective, like kind of spiritual warfare, basically at war with myself. Like I know all the right answers in life, but it's hard for me to like get on it. So it's like, you know what I mean? So it's always trying to maintain and being in between good and evil, you know what I mean? And like just at war with myself. A lot of introspective stuff. I talk about, you know, things that happen, you know, around me. I like, you know, talk about my friends passing away from, you know, heroin addiction and drugs, you know, and as well as just like reflection, man. There's lots of self-reflection. Like I said, like the last 2 or 3 times already, introspection, like introspective, like type things going on. You know what I mean? Like that's what I'm focusing on from like, just like naturally, you know what I mean? And in the meanwhile, like I said, I'm trying to like also cater to everybody. So sometimes like some songs I have that like lyrical, raw, gritty, rugged sound, you know what I mean? Like the old school boom bap. And then sometimes I'll like have some like turn up type beat, and I could do like some turn up type flow, but it's crazy because within that flow, I'm saying real shit, you know what I mean? Like I'm saying real things, like as opposed to like meaningless things, you know what I mean? Like idolization of money or jewelry or whatever, you know what I mean? And I know people like that in industry, like that's kind of like what you got to do to get by or whatever, but you know what I mean? Like I'd rather just kind of like for now just like keep my content authentic and just make my music for people who like real, who like, you know, who want to hear reality, you know what I'm saying? And you know, listening to a little club bop here and there is cool, it's fun, but I feel like there's no longevity in it, and that music ages like milk, you know what I'm saying? Like you listen to some old records, it ages like wine. Like I ask you real quick, I know it's my interview, but what's like one hip hop record that like meant a lot to you when you was growing up? Like what's one record?
Man, I'd say All Eyes on Me.
Exactly. I knew you was gonna. I had a feeling you was gonna say Tupac. Exactly. And what was Tupac's music, bro? It was a lot of introspection. It was a lot of reality. It was a lot of hardships going on. Like, and yeah, he had his little, you know, turn up songs here and there, but like most of his stuff was just reality. And look how it aged, bro. It's like timeless. You know what I'm saying? As opposed to like Lil Jon or whatever. You know, like remember like Lil Jon and like Chameleonaire, like their music. Right. Their music, not throwing shots, but like that's like just fun music or whatever, turn up music. But like Soulja Boy, like it didn't really age that well. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not throwing shade at that. Like that's what's up. You want to make records and like that or whatever. But like I said, I'm like, you want that music that's gonna age like fine wine.
That's dope, man. That's dope. Man. All right. So, right. Let's go right here, man. 15 years old. Started taking rap serious when you heard your older friends trying to be making hip hop. Man, tell us, give us the backstory of this, man.
Oh man, so like, you know, at the time, like I always wrote, you know, little raps or whatever, little verses. Like growing up, I write little verses here and there, but it wasn't nothing serious. It was just some like, you know, verses I'll rap to like impress friends or whatever, or like just, you know, just to test my like ability with it. Hold on, right quick. I'm gonna just take a sip of water right quick. Hold up. Yeah, anyways, like, you know what I mean? But then like, you know, like my boy Shrine, he was like, he was older than me, and I kind of like, at the time, I like looked up to him. I didn't really have many people to look up to. He dropped some music, and I was like, all right, so if he, you know what I'm saying, if he's rapping, I'm a definitely rap, because I already been rapping, but I wasn't really confident with it or not sure. But when I see him rap, I was like, all right, now I'm gonna definitely do it. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. All right. Let me ask you this, man. What was one of the songs you remember trying to be playing, man?
Like other music or his own music?
His own music.
He had this song called Kiss the Sky, and him and his boy went on it, and they were just talking like a bunch of rugged street bars and all that, but it was more so like, it was like an inspiration as far as like my boy is making music, and like sometimes, you know what I mean, the people around you, your peers around you influence you. So, you know, it was one of his first songs, and I was just, you know what I mean, I was like, okay, you know, he's lyrical, he's rugged, and like I kind of dig that, and then like it gave me confidence to like, you know what I mean, like do me. And, you know, him and his boy used to make records together, and like that just inspired me, you know?
Oh yeah. All right. So let me ask you this real quick, man.
Yeah.
What was one of the biggest challenges transitioning from writing every day to battle rap?
Oh, battle rap, bro. The thing is, like, okay, so I got into battle rap heavy early. Like there was something called Smack DVDs, right? And Smack DVDs was like it was specifically like it was like a New York battle rap, and it would be like New Yorkers battle rap. And there was a dude called Murder Mook, a dude called Jay Mills, like a bunch of dudes. So what I would do is I would you know, watch these guys, and I would go to these events, you know what I mean? And then they started having these events, like these URL events, called Smack URL. And I would go up there and attend these events, and just like these guys, they really shaped me into being a better lyricist, like their content, you know what I mean? Because it was as authentic as it could get. It was like street rap. New York City's like the mecca of hip hop, and you know what I'm saying? It was like the street rap, the bars, the metaphors, the similes, the wordplays. It was just like, I was just blown away, you know what I'm saying, by the raw talent. Because before it was always just kind of like industry rappers, or you know what I'm saying. But these dudes would be battling in the streets, battling in venues where you could just run up on and chill. And I would make music with some of them. Like I made music with it. You know, there's this cat named Charlie Clips. He's from Harlem, and he's actually on Nick Cannon's Wildin' Out now. But I done made music with him before that, and there was other dudes, Goodz the Animal, this dude Math Hoffa, these cats who really helped inspire me to be a better lyricist. And I was just always hitting up those events, always chilling with them, making music with them. It was like battle rap was like an addiction, you know what I mean? And I was like heavy into that for like a long time, you know what I mean? I still like it, but it changed a lot since then. It's a little different now. It's still cool, but I don't feel it as much as like how it used to be, you know? And that transition, the transition is smooth, because what I was doing before was kind of like that. Like it was like, I always did introspective verses and stuff, but at the same time, I was always kind of spitting like battle bars almost. Cause you know, like hip hop, you know how like the old school hip hop is, it originally came up. It was kind of like the verses was like bravado, like I'm better than you, you're not as nice as me. You know what I'm saying, dude? Like, you know how hip hop was like a lot of like, at the time, like it was just kind of like bravado, like I'm ill, you're whack or whatever. And then like, and that's basically like the approach with battle rap. They would just do it creatively. So those angles and that, like, you know, the bragging rights of being the illest, and like that was already set in play. So like content wise, it's the same, bro. You know what I mean? Battle rap like elevated me as an artist, you know what I mean? In every aspect, bro.
So at this time, when you're making records with these battle rappers, man, you were going by the name Hindsight.
Yeah, bro. I went by Hindsight. I switched it up to just my regular name, because with Hindsight, it was like I think there was like two other dudes with the same name, and when you would search me up, it would be hard to find. You know what I mean? It'd be hard to find my name. You type in Hindsight, a million things are gonna pop up. So I was like, let me just switch it to my original name. You know what I mean? But at the time, I was going by Hindsight, and I was just making these music and these records with these battle rappers and other dudes who just lyrically nice. Back then, it was all about just being like lyrically nice, bro. Like, and that's all that mattered. And I remember just like days on end, just days after days, just writing. It was literally like the only thing I cared about, bro. You know what I mean? It was like the only thing I cared about. Like nothing else mattered at the time. You know what I mean? It's just writing music, bro. It was like I'll be at like whatever job I'll be at the time. Every time I get a break, I'll be writing music. I would write, like, work on the same verse for like a week or two, bro. I would like rewrite the verse over and over. I'd revise it over and over. Like I was always just like switching up, like, you know what I mean? I was always just kind of like trying to switch up the flows and seeing how I can make it better. And I'd just be rewriting the same verse for the same song. And sometimes I'd spend like a whole month on one or two songs just because I wanted to perfect it. And I would go in the studio and record it, and I wouldn't have to read off a paper or the cell phone or nothing. Bro, I'd just go in there, have it memorized, I'd lay it down in a take or two, and that was it. It was done.
Oh yeah, bro, that's dope, man. So let me ask you this, man. So growing up with that East Coast sound, man, you moved and a couple of your friends from DC moved with you to LA, man. What was that like, man?
That was super fire. Shout out to my boy 301 Low from DC. You know what I'm saying? We came out to Los Angeles. We started doing like more music. You know what I'm saying? I even got incorporated in doing like indie films and stuff, like behind said indie films. I even starred in an indie film where I was rapping like a short. But anyways, aside from that, back to the music, like, you know what I'm saying? When I went there, I was on like, you know, a little hiatus with the music. I was just chilling for a little few months, and my mind was just kind of like, I don't know what I'm doing or whatever. But they're like, yo, get back on this music, let's go. I said, I bet. So immediately we started a group called Cult 45, and in this group it had our boy Real, he's from Brooklyn. It had our other boy Modern Philosophy, he's from Baltimore. He came out with us too. They both came out with us, and you know what I'm saying? We had a group called Cult 45, and later our boy Kevin joined. And we made like, you know what I'm saying? We would just, every day or whatever, we would just all meet up and we would just record songs, you know what I'm saying? And that was just super fun. And we were advancing and we were doing well. But you know what I mean? Like eventually, because of conflicting schedules, like we couldn't like link up all the time anymore. You know what I'm saying? As like a whole unit. Like nowadays, like, you know, individually we'll work on a song with each other. Like I might holler at Low or I might holler at Modern Philosophy or whatever. We do a song, but it's not like how it used to be where we was all recording together. So after that kind of disbanded, I just went back again to being solo. For the most part, I always just been a solo artist, but I love working with other artists. I love working with other artists because it just puts me to the test. You know what I mean? Especially if they're nice, like a nice lyricist. I love working with singers, bro. Like I just love working with other artists and expanding. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, big dog. All right, man. So you guys didn't put out no mixtapes, albums, none of that sort?
We done made songs and passed them out to like homies or whatever, but the only like material that any of us have is the material that I put out, which is the Grasshopper, because they was kind of like, they was just doing their own thing, and there was like, yeah, we make music. They didn't really take it serious as in like, I'm a recording artist. They just knew how to spit bars and rhyme and sing. They just naturally had the niche for it. You know what I'm saying? And we had some songs. We had a good like 9, 10, 11 songs. And then we would just kind of like ship them out like through email, or we'd go to parties, house parties, and play them. You know what I'm saying? We did this song, we took the game beat El Chapo, and we did our own thing with it. It was mad fun. And you know what I'm saying? It was just a good time, but we never had like any physical, like, you know, something physically released or anything. You know what I mean? We just played them at house shows and passed them around, and people would play it. You know what I'm saying? We would have eventually dropped the full project if it didn't disband. You know what I mean? So shortly. You know?
Oh yeah, big dog. All right. So, debut release, Grasshopper, which was a combination of an EP and a mixtape. Give us the backstory and the creative process to these releases, big dog.
Creative process. Well, I mean, it was just like with the approach I was taking with this project was, I was trying to take like new style trap type beats, do songs over that, and I was trying to take old school boom bap beats, do songs with that, and I was just trying to show my versatility. And with this project, I wanted it to make it smooth. I wanted like every track back to back to like mesh together perfectly. You know what I mean? Kind of like, and I just wanted to just like make fire records back to back, dude. Like it happened so organically. You know what I mean? It was like very organic. Like it was just like go in, record some songs, and I was just like, all right, this is enough material to put out a project. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, all right, cool. I got a project ready. I'm gonna get a cover ready. I'm gonna record like 2 or 3 more songs. So I did that, and then I just, you know what I mean? I got my boy to drop a dope cover. I finished the rest of the record. There's this dude named Kris Misfit. He's an old school hip hop artist. You know, he helped me engineer the album. You know what I mean? I got, you know, Clips is on it. The battle rapper dude, Clips is on the record. I got my man Spliff on there. I got my man Bugstone. He's from Harlem. He's part of a group called Double O. I got him on there. There's production by Cash Money AP. There's production by P Soul. Production by Chemist. Production by Ocean Beach, Nor Ledges, and I don't know. It was a fun process, and I did work very hard on it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm proud of it. And it was a combination of like a mixtape and an EP in the sense that, you know, I trimmed the songs short. I didn't make the songs too long. You feel me? So since the song, but by the same token, I put a decent amount of tracks. So it's like the songs being short, but having a lot of tracks. It was kind of like a combination of like a mixtape EP. And I kept it short purposely because people have a short attention span nowadays. You know what I'm saying? Nowadays, most hip hop songs are like $1.50. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so I was like, all right, let me make some songs that are shorter. Let me just keep the songs fresh. You know what I mean? The last thing I want to do is like, you know, make a 4-minute record. That's good, but you know what I mean? I just want to cater to people, you know, to the main masses. You know what I'm saying? They like shorter songs, and sometimes I don't care. Like I'll make a long song, I'll make 3-verse songs. I don't care, but I just go with what I feel is right. You know what I'm saying? And I felt like it was cool to keep the songs shorter. You know what I mean? There's some longer songs on there, like the self-titled song on there is kind of long. You know what I mean? But then there's some songs that are like kind of like just one verse. It'd be like a 20-bar, 24-bar verse or whatever. And then I had some guest appearances on there, and it was pretty cool, man. It was a fun project. I had people hit me up, leaving voice messages, like people leave phone messages. And what I did is I took the phone messages and I put them on the album as well between the tracks. And the whole thing was just kind of like a timeline. You know what I'm saying? Or like from 2016 to 18 or 19, it was like a timeline. So I just took all them and put them all together. It's pretty dope.
All right, man. Hell yeah. So let me ask you this.
Yeah.
What makes you different from other artists?
You know what I feel makes me different from other artists? I feel that I'm versatile, meaning like a lot of the old heads don't want to do contemporary rap, and a lot of these new artists don't want to do old school shit. Like, for example, like I'm gonna give you a good example. Like, all right, so I'll start with the young heads, like Lil Uzi, right? Lil Uzi's completely like a contemporary sound. He don't want to mess with the old school stuff, right? He's not with the old school stuff. He was on a radio station and they threw on like a premiere beat, like a DJ premiere beat. He's like, nah, I'm not with that. Respectively, I get it, cause you know what I'm saying? Like back in the day, like rappers in the 90s ain't want to rap to like 80s beats, so I get it, right? But anyways, I digress. You know what I'm saying? The newer artists, they don't want to rap over the old school beats or be lyrical or whatever. But by the same token, the older rappers, they just bash on these new kids. Like they're very close-minded. They're like, oh, hip hop is dead, la da 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 da, and like these kids can't rap, and they talk about sipping lean and da da da. And it's kind of like I just don't agree with that. I feel like there's a lot of good talent nowadays. You know what I'm saying? I feel that hip hop is actually very versatile nowadays. Like you got like lyrical cats like YBN Cordae. You know what I'm saying? But then, you know, you also have some like turn up rappers, you know what I mean? Like, you know, you can say, well, what was his name? NLE Chopper or whatever, you know what I mean? And then you got like, and if you want lyrical rap, you got J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar. If you want like some, you know what I mean? You got like 21 Savage if you want some harder stuff. Like, if you know what I'm saying? I just feel like hip hop is very diverse today. You know what I mean? Like, I think it's very diverse today. And I feel that people should be open-minded, you know what I mean, to music. And that goes for the younger kids too. Like they should be open-minded to the older stuff, and the older people should be open-minded to the younger stuff. And I feel with me, I can do both. You know what I mean? I could take like a trap beat, a new school type beat. I can rock that, and I can make some music for the youth. And at the same time, I could take like an old school beat, and I could be lyrical on there and impress the old heads. So it's like I kind of feel like I'm very versatile. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah, bro. You're just trying to reach every aspect of hip hop, dog.
Sure, absolutely. Because I respect it, bro. You gotta like, if you really want to be evolved, in my opinion, like everybody has the right. If you genuinely don't like the new rap, then I respect that. But to say there's no new good rap anymore, that's a cap. That's a lie. You know what I'm saying? And like even back then, I mean, in the 90s, bro, like there was people back in the 90s going, oh, this hip hop, there's no good hip hop since the 80s. So it's kind of like just like part of like history. Like you're always gonna find like, you know what I mean, the people like roasting the newer generation, like, oh, back in my day, blah blah blah. And then the young cats is gonna be ignorant, like, I don't care about this or that. So I feel you just be versatile and master both and cater to both. And I respect both. So
that's right, man. Hell yeah. All right, so let me ask you this, man. The first music video you shot, Sold Out Day, that was a freestyle, right?
Yeah, that was actually freestyle, meaning like with freestyle, it doesn't always mean off the top of the head. Freestyle, sometimes it means you take an industry beat, because Sold Out Dates was an industry beat, and you take it and you do your own thing with it. You do your own version. You know what I'm saying? Some bars and songs I'll freestyle and then write it down and then record it, but that is it's just called Sold Out Freestyle because it's me taking an industry beat and doing my own thing with it. Like in hip hop terminology, it don't always mean freestyle like right off the top of the dome. It just means like you taking somebody else's beat and you just body bag it. You do your own thing with it. You know what I'm saying?
That's fucking dope, bro. Hell yeah. Yeah. All right. So Cordova Films did this production and everything.
Yeah, he filmed all that. This Latino cat in LA. He's dope, bro. He's a cool cat. People should holler at him. But yeah, I found him through my boy Modern Philosophy. We clicked like real fast, and I pitched him the idea for the video. You know what I mean? Like, if you want to go peep Sold Out Dates Freestyle by ATS, I basically pitched him the idea for the video. I went out and I got like I rented like a Grim Reaper outfit. I like, you know what I mean? Got everybody involved. I got these skater dudes involved, threw on some like creepy masks on them, and the whole theme of that music video is kind of like selling your soul for like masses, to gain masses, or like keeping your integrity and moral values, but in exchange you might not have that big exposure. So in the video, some random cat pitches to me like a brochure, like, yo, you know, I see you work. Yeah. So just go. People can go watch it. You know what I'm saying? So that was kind of like
dope.
Yeah.
I remember that, man. I remember that Christmas. Yeah, bro. That's a dope video. I ain't gonna lie, man. So big shout out to the Cordova Films. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So man, next video we got coming up that you did is Modern Philosophy.
Yeah, me and my boy Modern Philosophy. He's a R&B singer from Baltimore, and the song's called Dividends. And with that song was very spontaneous. What we did is we just randomly was chilling at his house. He had some recording equipment. We was just like, we always just make songs randomly. So I was like, yo, we should just make a song and just shoot a video for it. He's like, all right, bet. So you know what I mean? We made the song. Literally the next day, somebody I knew who I worked with had a camera. I think his name is like Tyler. I can't pronounce his last name, like Severs or Seviers. But you know what I'm saying? He had a camera. I said, all right, let's do it. It was like a very spontaneous thing. We didn't really plan on it, and we just did it because like, why not? You know what I mean? And that was just kind of like, that track is like hip hop R&B feel. And me and Modern Philosophy definitely gonna continue to do more records and music videos coming soon. You know what I mean? Because I really love R&B as well. Like I love R&B, like, you know what I mean? Like Jhené Aiko is like one of my favorite artists. You know what I'm saying? So I'm big on R&B. I wish I could sing, but I can't sing. I just do rap. So
that's dope, man. So all right. So Dividends. I guess this was what was it, like for an indie film, Corey?
Yeah, it was like a short indie film, and with that video, it was like I focused on like when I was like when I was younger in grade school, you know what I mean? I got bullied a lot and faced a lot of bullying. So in that video, I kind of like focused on that. I made a character named Corey, and he had like a similar story to my come up, you know what I mean? And in the video, he's like in a school and he's getting bullied or whatever, and then he gets called up to do a presentation, right? And instead of responding back to the bullying with like violence or whatever, he goes up there and he showcases his talent, you know what I mean? So he gets called up to do like this presentation, and when he does the presentation, it kind of like transitions into this like outer world or whatever, like the whole room switches up into like a different realm or whatever. And he just starts rapping, and he starts rapping about all the stuff he's going through, and he starts rapping about, you know what I mean, like himself and his mind state and whatever. And then he spits his bars, performs his song. It's played by me. I play Corey. And after the presentation is done, it snaps back into reality, like real world. And then everybody just kind of claps and they show him some love. So it was kind of like I borrowed some stuff from like my life and incorporate it into this film and put my talent into it. But yeah, people can check that out. It's a little short film. It's pretty cool. Corey. It's called Corey.
That's dope, man. Hell yeah. All right. So let's talk about Perp TV. A.T. is baptized.
Oh, baptized? Oh, Perp TV. Perp TV is that's a hip hop YouTube channel. You know what I mean? And they play lots of, you know, they have a lot of artists who come up there. They play their music. They upload the music. So I got on Perp TV, and it's funny because the baptized song is actually an updated version of Sold Out Dates, because when I was making the album, I'm like, let me take the bars of Sold Out Dates and update it with a new verse and put it on a new album over an original beat. And that's exactly what I did. I put it on a new beat produced by Lyric, and like I said, it just kind of like I made the verse a little more lyrical. The beat's hot, like the recording is cleaner, and that was that, bro. And I put it out, and people really vibed with that one. That was dope. You know what I mean? It got some good feedback, and that's on the Grasshopper project as well. So, yeah, bro.
All right, hell yeah, man. All right, so what was it like? Did they reach out to you, or did you just send your music to Perp TV?
Oh, I sent my music in. You know what I mean? And then they'll reach out and they'll be like, yo, you can send more, and you know what I'm saying, which I did. But you know what? Actually, guess who did hit me up? They hit me up out of nowhere. No Jumper. You know No Jumper, Adam 22 and all them? Yeah. Bro, they randomly, and I didn't get the email till like 6 months later. I don't know how they found me. I don't know how they found me or whatever, but it was dope. And they hit me up. They're like, yo, we're interested in using your music, da-da-da-da. And I was just like, what? So that's crazy too. Pretty soon, I think I'm gonna upload have No Jumper and Elevator and some, you know, bigger sites upload my content. Shout out to Perp TV though, they're dope. You know what I'm saying? Hit Perp TV up if you want them to promote your music. You know what I mean? They get some good traction. You know?
Hell yeah, big dog. Hell yeah. So do you have any upcoming videos you're working on this year, or like what are your plans for this year, man?
For this year, bro, like what I want to do, I'm trying to drop like an EP by like April. You know what I mean? And the EP is gonna be short. I just want to make like every song a banger on there, and just kind of like this is just the next follow-up project. I just want to make every song a banger. I want to shoot mad videos, bro. Shoot hella videos. Shoot more videos with Mind Philosophy. Do a project with him. And then I'm gonna I'm gonna record like another full length. I'm gonna record a full length like mixtape. You know what I'm saying? So this is gonna be another year, just kind of like smaller projects, but it's still gonna like showcase the best of me. You know what I'm saying? And then hopefully by 2022, hopefully maybe like a indie label, like a bigger record label, will start to notice me once I get my name buzzing more, and they'll be like, yo, you know what I mean? Hit me up. Cause I mean, the more music I make, bro, and the more I put out there, the more people I have like hit me up, the more producers I have hit me up, the more rappers, the more singers, the more people I just have hit me up out of nowhere, just like people I don't know. You know what I mean? Like I went to the studio the other day, and there's this new engineer I met. Dude was chill, and he was like, I was like kind of going in there, like I always go in nervous when I go to record in the studio, because I'm always like, man, I hope the engineer like rocks with my music, da-da-da-da. I went in there and I recorded 2 new songs, and he was like, yo, I really dig your music, and I'm actually willing to master your album for free. And I was like, oh damn, like that's what's up, that's love. So you know what I mean? Like it's just like as the time goes by, like you know what I mean? As long as you're consistent, you put out material, buzz grows. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm fortunate and lucky enough to have people think I'm good or give me an opportunity. I'm very blessed and fortunate and thankful for that. And so the more I do more, like I'm gonna put out probably 2 music releases, maybe even more, bro, because things always happen last minute, spontaneity. You know what I'm saying? And I'm definitely gonna do lots of music videos, bro, because like music videos is like, that's what's up. You know, visual presentation, like adds so much to your brand. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. Hell yeah, man.
Hell yeah.
Man, have you performed anywhere, man?
Oh, for sure.
Like besides battle rap, I know you battle rapped and everything, but
I mean,
like have you performed like on stage?
Yes, I have. There was I would always perform shows. There was this venue called Champs, and it was in Jersey, and I would perform shows there like every other week. And then like there was in another venue called Mill Hill, And I performed shows up in like other parts, you know what I'm saying, like throughout Jersey. And then in like New York City, like if I performed anything in New York City, it was just mostly like street ciphers. But actual performances with my name on the headlines was always like around Jersey, like different like venues and all that. And then yeah, I mean, like I would do most of the live performances over in the East Coast, you know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna get back to the live performances, you know what I mean? Once I put out just new projects, you know what I mean, and get my name going a little more, that's how I'm gonna do it. Cause honestly, bro, like through touring and merchandise, that's how music artists make their money. Like they don't really be making much money off streams like that, you know what I'm saying? Like they make a lot of the money off of like merchandise and touring, so I'm gonna have to get on that. And I definitely got some dope ideas for some merchandise. Like I got some hookups and plugs. They do sick artwork, you know what I'm saying? So I got like some graphics for the t-shirts and hoodies I got going on. So it's gonna be dope.
Best memory while live performing live.
Best memory of performing live. I just remember one night I had just a really good set. Like I had a really good set, and I remember more than the usual would come. Like more people than usual would come. Like this like bigger crowd came, and like I was sober that night. I mean, like I'm sober today, but back then I was always getting lit all the time. But I remember that night I was sober and my mind was clear-headed, and I performed this sick set, bro. And like I said, I had people come up to me and give me props, buy me drinks for free, like asking my information or whatever. But it was just a good show. Like I was on point. And that night I went out. I didn't go up there with no entourage, no hype man. I would just go there like by myself and just you know what I mean, and give it my all. And it was always successful like that. You know what I'm saying? But that one night there was like some type of energy or vibe, or like I don't know, but it was that one night. It was dope, bro. And then it was crazy because there was actually other nights where the shows got shut down due to some craziness. Like there was one show there was somebody who died and it was a benefit show for them, and I played a set there, and shortly after somebody got shot, and that was bad. And then another two times when we did a performance, the place got shut down due to some craziness. So I also had a fair share of weird shit happen too at shows, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, like, but the nights I did, you know, had a successful show, bro, it was great. Like performing live is sick. And like with me, honest, I go up there, you could perform for like 25 minutes, 20 minutes, and it feels like 2 minutes. Like that's how much I enjoy it when I go up there. Like time just flies, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, I'm lucky and privileged enough for people to give me good feedback and enjoy my, you know, content. You hear me?
That's dope, man. That's dope. Oh yeah. All right, man. So you got any favorite venue?
I'm sorry, what was that?
Favorite venue.
Favorite venues? Let me think. Not that I could think up off top. There was a venue called, and I managed to catch a show there. There was a venue called CBGB's that was dope. I was lucky, I was mad little when I snuck in a CBGB's show. And I was mad lucky to get in. That was a dope venue. It was in New York City. And actually, like, back in the day, like, mad punk bands would play there or whatever, like, way before we were alive. You know what I'm saying? But I would go there. I'd see dudes like Immortal Technique. You know what I'm saying? He was sick. If nobody knows who Immortal Technique is, he's a Harlem rapper. You know what I'm saying? He's mostly, like, political, but he's been in the game for a while. And I'll go up and I see Immortal Technique. And the CBGB's venue was fire. There was another fire. What was that venue called? 1 second. SOBs, that was another venue. SOBs in New York City, with more hip hop, a lot of battle rap shows, a lot of hip hop shows. SOBs was super dope. I really enjoyed SOBs. Then there was a venue in Philly called the Electric Factor, I think it was called. But I'd say SOBs in New York City is probably my favorite because it's just the one I went to a lot and I enjoyed every show that I saw there. So I'd say SOBs. It's a small venue.
All right, man, hell yeah. So, we know you love performing on stage. So, let me ask you this. If you had enough supporters to back you, could there be a possibility of you doing a live performance on YouTube Live, Instagram Live, Facebook Live, any live stream platform?
Absolutely. I definitely would. For sure. I just need a good setup. Like, I need to get, like, a good microphone. You know what I mean? I need to have a setup. Like I'm like maybe get like a soundproof wall or something. Like I would perform, but I would want to make the presentation good. You know what I mean? I wouldn't want to
DJ.
Huh?
Maybe like a DJ.
Yeah, exactly, bro. Like I don't want it to be some presentation where I'm like sitting in a living room couch and you see like an empty bag of popcorn in the background and like the wall has like a hole in it and I'm just sitting there rapping with like weed smoke everywhere. Like I don't want like one of those videos. Like I want like a good presentation, like, and just give people like a good hip hop experience. You know what I mean? Like clean vocals, like when I'm rapping, you know what I'm saying? Like just like a good performance. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's dope, man. Oh yeah. So do you have any future collaborators?
Everybody I can get a hold of, bro. Everybody, like I said, like I'm gonna continue to collaborate with, like I got my boy Bugstone. He's a Harlem rapper from the group Double O. He's actually based off Englewood now. He's living in Englewood, California. I have my boy Spliff on there probably, but I just plan to work with I just want to work with everybody and anybody. You know what I'm not anybody. I mean, I'm not gonna work with somebody who's whack, but you know what I'm saying. Like anybody who's got something going for them and talented and they got dope music, I definitely work with them. Because I mean, especially if you work with new artists, bro, your audience grows, your name grows, your buzz grows. You know what I mean? Your fan base grows. You know what I'm saying? If they don't feel you, they don't feel you, but at least they know you. You know what I mean? And I just love like working with other artists. It expands your brand. It makes you grow musically, and I just love being in the studio and work. And I just love like writing and recording with other people. Period, bro. It's just fun.
Oh yeah. All right, man. So, do you have any favorite collabs right now?
Do I have any what?
Favorite collaborations?
Favorite collaborations of my own?
Yeah.
There's a song called Bird's Eye View, and it's with me and Clips. And it's a short song. It's like 1 minute and 30 seconds. He spits a 16-bar verse. I spit a 16-bar verse. And we go like super lyrical. It's super dope. Like if anybody likes like traditional lyrical old school hip hop, go check out Bird's Eye View. That song is fire. It's the last song. It's the closing song off my Grasshopper mixtape. But if anybody like might look at me and be like, oh, this kid, you know, if somebody hears me and hears like more of a contemporary song and they say, oh, this kid can't rap, he one of those new kids, then I'll tell them to go check out Bird's Eye View and I'll shut them up because you'll see that I can rap, like real, like rap. And that's probably like my favorite song that I did, like performance and lyrically, and my boy Clips killed it on there. Like it's a fantastic song, bro. It's fire, bro. So Bird's Eye View is definitely my favorite collab. But you know, I plan on collaborating with a lot of people soon, and I want to make every song my favorite collab. You know.
That's dope, man. So this song was also released on Perk TV, right?
Yeah, it was released on Perk TV and it's on SoundCloud. I'll probably upload it more on different sites. I gotta upload more of my music on different platforms, bro. Cause sometimes I'm not gonna lie, I'll be lacking sometimes, bro. Like I just like a lot of like my material. Sometimes I just sit on it and people are like, yo, you gotta promote this more, and I'm like, yeah, I know. So that's another thing. Like I'm not slacking no more. You know what I'm saying? Like as far as like putting my music out there, you know.
Time job, man. It's a full-time job, you know.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Exactly.
All right, man. So let me ask you this, man. If you could collaborate with any artist, dead or alive, who would it be and why?
Oh man, that's a dope question. Oh damn, that's a hard one. Dead or alive? Ooh. Well, I mean, I could say MJ, right? But he's from the 90s and I'm from this day, so our music might sound a little different. And he does, you know, he sings and I rap. So I'd say alive. I'd say Jhené Aiko, bro. Like I really dig her music. Like Jhené Aiko, I'd definitely rock with Jhené Aiko. Maybe do a record with J. Cole, but I'm gonna say it's safe to say Jhené Aiko. I'll definitely do a record with her. I'll do a whole album with her, Jhené Aiko. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, that's dope. All right. So what would be dead? Oh my bad. Go ahead, man.
And then as far as dead, I gotta tell you, I forgot to leave this out. I left this out on my bio, bro. But Big Pun is like a huge inspiration growing up. And if I could do a track with, like a lot of people say, I'll do a song with Tupac and Biggie in respects to that, but bro, Big Pun is super underrated and he's a beast. And as far as dead artists, deceased artists, you know what? I'm gonna say Big Pun for like the deceased artists, and then for living artists, I'll do the R&B route and get on record with Jhené Aiko. So.
Oh yeah, man. Favorite bar ever?
Favorite. Go ahead. Favorite bar?
Yeah, favorite bar in a verse, man.
Any verse, period? Like in my music or in anybody's song?
Your music, man.
Oh, damn. Hold on, give me a second. Let me think right quick. All right, it's a 5 bars. Could I say that? It's 5.
Yeah. Go ahead, man.
I'll say it slowly. I said, should I continue my storyline with my pencil? Hold on, I gotta spit it fast. If I spit it slower, it's hard for me to remember. Should I continue the storyline with my pencil? We born to die. What I live through, the score of diamonds official. You borderline. Wait, the score of diamonds essential. You borderline on official. There's more to find that's within you. Distorted lies turn an issue to mortify in your skin through. I glorify when it's blissful.
Oh yeah, big dog.
Yeah, so yeah. Should I continue the storyline with my pencil? We born to die. What I live through, the score of diamonds essential. You borderline or official, there's more to find that's within you. Distorted lies turn an issue to mortify in your skin through. I glorify when it's blissful. You know?
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah, big dog. So, bro.
I got one more. Hold on. It was search for heaven's divine as it's hell on this earth, claiming man and God, but you blaming God for the devil's work. And that's what I feel a lot of people do. We always blame, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if people are believers or not, but we tend to blame the higher ups for the work that the devil do. You know what I mean? So that's another one. But anyways, move on.
Hell yeah, dog. That's what's up, man. Dope, man. All right, so let me ask you this, man. Do you have any music guilty pleasures? And on that note, should we expect you going out of hip hop, like out of any other genre? So you're saying, do I have any guilty pleasures? And then what was the second question? Like, could we expect you like to evolve into like a different genre, like out of hip hop?
Alright, so the first question is a guilty pleasure that I have. Let me think, because there's a lot actually. I'm not gonna lie. Oh man, hold on. Let me think here. I'm not gonna lie, dude. Like I like some of that mumble rap. I'll enjoy some of that mumble rap sometimes. I'm not gonna lie. You know what I mean? Like just cause like I know it's contradictory to what I said earlier. Like, you know, like how I like reality type of stuff and like things with an intellect type thing. But sometimes the mumble rap is just fun to listen to. Like I don't like sit there and listen to it like, oh, this is good music. But sometimes like it's a little too serious. Sometimes it's just fun to throw on some crappy music, you know what I'm saying? So I'll throw on some like mumble rap. I'm not throwing shade or whatever, but you know what I mean? Like, or you know what I'm saying? I'll listen to some like, you know, I'll listen to some pop music here or there or whatever. And then you said the second question is what artists transitioned me to other genres?
Yeah, like say for instance, man, you had a producer that threw you like a pop beat or something like that. You know what I mean? I'm saying for instance, like, would you ever step out of your genre, man, like out of hip hop?
Bro, absolutely, bro. I have this producer named Cheap Limousine, and he has like some house music beats, and I'm definitely gonna take like some house music beats and rap over that, bro. Like I definitely branch out and rap over like different genres. Absolutely, bro. I'll rap over like a reggaeton beat, a house music beat, bro. Like, oh, definitely. Like, I'm all about versatility and like reaching everybody, all audiences, bro. And I know I have the capabilities and talent to work in every genre, and I'm gonna do. That's another thing I plan on. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want people not only in the U.S. to like my music, but I want people in like South America, people in like France. You know what I'm saying? People in like Jamaica, people in Toronto, everywhere, bro. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, I want my music universally felt. And in order to do that, sometimes you got to branch out of your comfort zone or take new heights and new leaps. You know what I'm saying? Because I like more music than hip hop, bro. Like I love hip hop, but I enjoy other music as well. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm versatile and open minded, so definitely.
That's dope, man. That's dope. Like for instance, man, could we like hear like jazz and the hip hop kind of sound feel? You know, like one of your songs maybe lately.
Yeah, wait, what was the last thing you said? Sometimes like your voice breaks in and out. What was the last thing you said?
Oh, my bad, bro. I said that like could we get like a mix of jazz and hip hop? You know, because you said that your mom was a pianist.
Jazz.
Right?
Oh, dude, you nailed it right on the head, bro. This is crazy. You saying this, bro? This dude, Cheap Limousine, bro. I found him and I got some leases for his beats and he like these beats is like jazz, straight up jazz, bro. Like I'm not like straight jazz, like just and like I plan to do like the EP that I'm putting out. I think it's gonna be like predominantly over like jazz instrumentation, bro, cause it's just like part of like what I was doing, like growing up, what I was hearing and what was going on around me was like the jazz, bro. At the end of the day, bro, like I'm gonna keep it real with you. If I was like in a desert island for the rest of my life by myself and they said you can only listen to one genre of music, bro, I swear, bro, I listen to jazz. Like I'll pick jazz. Like people would think I say hip hop or R&B or whatever, bro. I pick jazz, bro, for real. Cause like jazz at the end of the day, it'll relax you. And like sometimes music with no lyrics is like the best sometimes. Like at the end of the day, sometimes I'll throw on some lo-fi, bro. I'll just throw on some lo-fi and just chill to that, bro. Like, oh yeah, hell yeah, bro. I rap on jazz.
That's dope, bro. Hell yeah, man. All right, man. So, if you weren't doing music, what would you be doing?
Oh man. If I wasn't doing music, I'd be doing music because that's all I can see myself doing, bro.
All right.
But in reality, I'll give you an answer. In reality, bro, damn, if it wasn't, I don't know, bro, because I was born into this world, growing up with music embedded in me. You know what I'm saying? So it's hard to say like what I wouldn't be doing, but you know what I mean? Hopefully I wouldn't be like working and there's nothing wrong with working a 9 to 5, but hopefully I wouldn't be like working a 9 to 5 doing absolutely nothing. You feel what I'm saying? And that's nothing against, you know, because we all work 9 to 5s in life, you know what I'm saying? So it's not like I'm not throwing shade at that, but like I definitely focus on whatever else talent I had, I would focus on that. So if I was like a repairman and I was good at repairing cars, I would do that. If I was gonna be an airplane flyer, a pilot, I'd do that. You know what I'm saying? If I was gonna be a painter, I'd do that. You know what I mean? If I was gonna be one of those dudes who climbs the mountains, I don't know what they're called. You know what I'm saying? The parkour or whatever, I'll be doing that. So yeah.
Hell yeah, man. So let's get to the nitty gritty, man. What are your goals for 2021, man?
2021 my goals is to put out successful projects, music videos, just put out successful projects that's gonna gain mad exposure for me and help masses of listeners, you know what I'm saying? So basically to grow my brand tenfold and more exposure and put out more material, that's my goal. In the meantime, hopefully keep a level headed, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes there's a lot of crazy things going on in life, it could be a distraction, so as well as try to keep a level head the whole time and maintain composure, you know what I'm saying?
All right, man, hell yeah. Best advice you have been given?
Best advice I've been given? Consistency. Is to remain consistent. You know what I'm saying? And that's spending like at least like maybe like a 40 minutes on your craft every day at the least. You know what I'm saying? Consistency. Consistency is key. If you're not consistent, then you're like in trouble. You know what I'm saying? Consistency is key to anything, bro. To anything in life, period. Like you have to be consistent if you're trying to evolve and go ahead. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're consistent, you'll win. Like you could literally upload videos of you drinking Gatorade bottles and put it on YouTube. If you do it long enough, somehow, some way, it's gonna garner some type of audience, and you're gonna, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna get something out of it. I don't know, bro. Like consistency is everything. That's in order to get better in anything. In order to grow, is consistency, bro.
Oh yeah, man. All right. So would you leave that message to the youth?
What happened? Would I give that message to the youth?
Yeah.
Absolutely, bro.
Like I'm saying, like for instance, man, any upcoming battle rapper or rapper per se or singer by that means, would you give them that same advice to keep going?
Yeah, absolutely, bro. I'll give him that same voice. Absolutely. I'll give anybody that advice. Outside of music, outside of being an artist, I'll give anybody that advice. It's consistency, bro. Consistency. Because how else are you gonna get better or evolve or progress if you're not consistent? You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. All right, man. So from here on out, man, how is the music going to evolve?
Well, I'm gonna be expanding outside my genre. Like I'm gonna be doing stuff over like more pop, more house beats, but as well in hip hop, I'm gonna keep it raw and official, and I'm gonna do contemporary hip hop. I'm gonna do old school hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm gonna be rapping over jazz, bro. Like I'm gonna grow as far as versatility and sound. You know what I'm saying? Like just and like lyrically, I feel like I'm at the top notch, like lyrically, but I mean like just like opening like my horizons and opening like just kind of breaking the boundaries of my capabilities and just opening and branching out to different genres, bro. And like I said, bro, like I would want to be on like a reggaeton record. I would want to be on a house beat record. I would want to be on pop records. I don't care. I'll be on a rock record, bro. Like it doesn't matter. Like as long as it's good quality and content and it makes me a better artist, and it's going people out there are gonna enjoy it and it's gonna resonate with them. And it's, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna help me. Like it's gonna help me like musically, financially. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's it right there, bro. Like I'm gonna expand like outside of like I'm gonna take hip hop and I'm gonna expand outside like I said, branch into other genres and work with a lot of artists. You know what I'm saying? So.
Oh yeah. All right, man. So hey, man, is there anything that I didn't speak on, man? You want to touch on?
I mean, you covered a lot, bro. At the moment, I don't think so. You did it like this was definitely a dope session. You know what I'm saying? I genuinely appreciate your energy and time and effort into investing into, you know, my brand and getting to know me and giving me a chance to be heard from people who are unaware of me. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate your energy and your contribution.
Oh yeah, man. Likewise, and man, like I said, man, we're just covering different artists from every aspect of life, man. It doesn't really matter what genre you're in. We just want to help artists shine their light on their new releases or upcoming projects. With that being said, you want to tell the audience about Project 1.0?
Oh, the new, yeah, bro, Project 1.0. Well, I called it 1.0 because my last release, Grasshopper, I felt that was a big W, it was a big win. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like I'm 1 up, so I call it 1.0. And like I said, it's gonna be like 5 or 6 songs. It's gonna be pretty versatile. I have one track on there where I plan to be over like a house music beat. I have one track on it's gonna be on some jazz. I have some songs it's gonna be some like contemporary over some trap. I have some old school songs that has some like boom bap appeal. There's this girl named Diana. She's from SoCal. She's super dope singer. I'm gonna have her hop on there. I'm gonna have my boy Mon Philosophy hop on there. You know what I'm saying? Like it's gonna be versatile. You know what I mean? Dope little EP, and that's gonna be 1.0. And I hopefully it'll drop by April or May. You know what I mean?
All right, man. Hell yeah. You got any special shout outs you want to give?
Special shout outs. I give a special shout out to DJ SKN. I give a special shout out to every artist I work with. Give a special shout out to friends and family. Special shout out to God. Special shout out to, you know what I'm saying, anything positive, negative, anything that's helping me grow. You know what I mean? So.
Oh, hell yeah, man. All right, so man, plug in your social media, man, and let everyone know where they can find you at with the music.
All right, bet. On Instagram, it's Troy TS. That's TROY_TIAS. I'm probably gonna change it to ATS in a minute after this. But right now it's Troy TS TROY_TIAS. You know what I'm saying? And on YouTube it's YOTS YOOTIAS. And then SoundCloud, it's SoundCloud at ATS. So it's basically AYETIAS again. So that's all. That's how you can find me for that. And then I'm gonna branch off in a different, you know what I mean, platform soon as well.
Yeah, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, cheers for the music podcast.